So this is part 2 of the making kimchi process, and I'm tired. I was going to just walk to Save-On and get green onions, because it's better with green onions. I could have used other, but the green onions were expensive at Save-On. They were $1.49 a bunch, which was ridiculous. So there's no way I'm paying that. So I walked to No Frills. I'm just going to mix in this wakame. Oh, I should have showed you how much wakame I'm putting in. Well, I didn't measure it when I was deciding how much I should put in. I could have put twice as much in, honestly. But that's how much wakame I had, and you know what? I think it worked out to about 3 tablespoons of powder. So what I do is you may have tried eating sea vegetables in the past and went, wow, that's disgusting. I don't care how healthy that is. Well, the key is you just mince it up in the coffee grinder so that it's like a powder. And then you can put it on whatever or in whatever, and it won't, as long as you match what kind of flavors. Like, you can pretty much use it for things that'll be a little bit like salty, or anything that, if you want a slightly fishy taste to it, it's going to taste a bit less good. So anyway, which kimchi, that of course works very nicely in, because otherwise you would put fish sauce in here, or what do you call it? The people who wrote Raw Essence do is they just put sesame oil and agave nectar and leave it at that. So I'm gonna leave this for a minute, actually, because, okay, so why I have the gloves is because in Raw Essence they put red pepper flakes, and I think they used cayenne or something. I'm not sure what they use. Something else. I use the red jalapenos minced up, and I should have minced them up in here, but I did not. I sliced them with the other food processor because I had this one full. And oh, I put about maybe a little more than about a pound of ginger minced up in here, and 2 heads of garlic. So if you were trying to keep track of what I was putting in before, but you know what? My recipe changes every time I make it. It's just whatever I feel like. So today I felt like putting a lot of radishes in. This is going to be very flavorful kimchi. So, and the wakame, it will pretty much hide in this. So if you're not a fan of sea vegetables and you're like, what can I possibly do with them? Make kimchi. It's easy, as you can see, and the wakame hides in there really nicely. Well, wakame is really not that strong a flavor anyway. Using kelp is a bit of a challenge sometimes, but there's a few uses for it. So, but anyway, what you do is you make it into a powder with a coffee grinder. It's way easier to handle if it's minced up like that, or powdered, whatever. So that's that. And I should have told you that I drained and rinsed my water, which was nice and flavorful. I haven't tasted it yet, but I will, because I'm cooking with it right now. It's the slow cooker has some stuff. So then I sliced up. Now sometimes I don't slice them. Sometimes I put these on right. Okay. I like to try to keep the hot peppery side on the one because it's easier for me to keep reusing the same gloves, which I know you're like, come on, they're so cheap. And they are, but why do I have to throw out disposable gloves every time? It seems silly to me. So I'm just gonna kind of mix that in a bit. I have a fly who's interested in what I'm doing. I definitely don't want him to be. I normally do this inside in front of the TV. And I'll do the rest of it in front of the TV, but I'm just getting this mixed up so you can see what I'm doing. So I kind of mix that in a bit, and then I'll mix it in as I go. I'll keep mixing. So I put, anyway, I went to No Frills. I bought these green onions for 57 cents a bunch. So I bought 4 bunches, and I'll stick that in, and I used quite a lot of red jalapenos, and I don't know how many I used. But I wore the gloves while I was taking the seeds out, chopping them up and stuff. So, and then I used the food processor for the rest of the chop up bit. So anyway, that's what's going in there now. And that's it. That's how you make kimchi. Seriously. It's that easy. So you just mix this up then. And I'm just going to do that in front of the TV because I don't want to be out here mixing. So you mix it, and then once you have it mixed up well enough, you stick it into jars. And you put the jars in a Rubbermaid tub in the basement where they're not going to be disturbed by crazy chihuahuas, and then you weigh them down with some books because you have plenty of books around. So you would just put the jars, you put the lid on, you weigh it down with books, and there you go. And then every once in a while you go, oh yeah, I'm making kimchi, and you go down and you lift up the books, you lift up the lids, and then the air escapes, and then you put the lids and the books back down. That's what you do. And you leave that there. And usually people only age their kimchi for a week or so, and then they put it in the fridge. I do not. I age mine for about a month before I stick it in the fridge, and it tastes great. So anyway, so that's what I do. It just sits in the basement, bubbling away, fermenting, getting yummier and yummier. And then it goes into the fridge. And then I eat it whenever I get to it. So that's that. Easy.